I have it set to capture the wrong non.
Oh, this. I thought you meant the jacking off thing was what they do when they get too much popularity.
No. Alright, it's been a minute since all four of us were here for a new death battle. Last one was Bowser Eggman.
Oh, yeah.
It's been that long since all of us were here?
We've all been here for watching the older episodes, but Bowser Eggman was all of us, but then Among Us Fall Guys was me, you, and Luke, and then Kratos Asura was just me and Luke, and then Shigaraki Mahito was me, you, Luke. Nick has been absent for everyone since then, and you've been absent for 2 of them, I think. But Master Chief versus Doomslayer is fucking here.
Question.
What's up?
Difference between Doom Guy and Doomslayer.
Same person, different name.
Same person.
Was it like they changed when they did the Doom 2016?
Same shit, different day.
It's a new title that he gained after everything that went down.
He was promoted from Guy to Slayer.
I guess.
That's a hell of a promotion.
Also, I don't know if they're gonna use it, but every game is canon except for Doom 64.
Okay.
That is the only non-canon game.
I will say Doom Guy, I think, was just because there was like a lack of any actual title in the game. He was just the Doom Guy. It's like calling him John Doom.
Yeah. All right. So for these, usually when we talk about this next part, I would go in order of who I think has like the least stakes in the matchup. However, this is one of the few instances of an episode where every single one of us has stakes in this.
I disagree.
What are you talking about?
I have played equal amount of Halo to Doom. That is, I have not finished a single game with either of these characters in it.
But you still like both.
Yeah, but...
And you perhaps like one more than the other?
No.
Oh. Alright, I was wrong in that sense.
Start with Zach.
So yeah, we'll start with Zach then. Zach, what are your thoughts on these characters in matchup?
Green.
Green.
True. Orange accents.
I like both characters, but I think I like Doomslayer a little bit more just because I like the boomer shooter genre a little more.
Valid.
But story-wise, I think Master Chief has a lot more behind him.
He does.
So they both have their things going for him for me. Knowing nothing about strongest feats, I think Doomslayer's gonna fucking body him, but that's going off of nothing. So we'll watch the feats first.
Yeah. All right, Luke, I'll go to you next.
Pretty similar. I think I like the Doom games more now that I have played them all, but I definitely liked Halo games more throughout my childhood because I played mainly Halo 1 and Reach a lot. And those were very fun games to me. Just from what I know, I deeply believe Doomslayer is going to win by a decent amount from what we've been talking about. Also, from what you've said about, this is we'll see what they say. But it's going to be a fun matchup either way. Right. I'm excited. I'm rooting for Doomslayer.
All right, Nick?
I don't know if it's apparent on my stake in this, but this is a very devastating day, comparable to even a funeral, perhaps.
You have to see one of them die.
Here today.
I fucking love Master Chief. That fucking big green plate armor can go right on my face anytime.
Fan art? Question mark?
Yes, that's on the internet now. Wink. Tooth shimmer as I smile into the camera.
Ding.
I have played all of the Halo games.
All of them.
Fucking read extensive lore from the old ass books. I've played Doom 2016 and the original, and I like the concept, but I just think it's kind of just like a gimmick, you know?
No. Define gimmick.
I think it's a good premise, but as Zach said, is like the lesser of two good stories, and I think it's sort of gimmicky. I think it's like, oh, what if demons, etc., and the U.S. military on Mars, and I think that's like a really good plot setup, but it's more about like the shooting than it is like the narrative of the game, because
Kind of say that for the Halo games, though.
But
what if aliens, etc., and then
No.
U.S. military on Halo?
Now,
No.
I would say that
An
I'm
argument-
at a surface level. I kind of agree with that, but Halo would not have as many novels as it does if the story
Sure,
wasn't
sure.
good.
But I'm talking about like premise.
well, the premise isn't necessarily limited to just like aliens, is it? It's fucking an entire like a covenant rather of aliens,
of aliens.
like along with some kind of eldritch horror shit going on. Not to say that's somehow different from demons, but isn't that kind of where it begins and ends with the hellscape thing going on?
Not
with
really.
Doom?
There's more to it.
Like what?
The whole drawing, like Earth trying to draw energy from them. There's the stuff with Samuel Hayden. The plot point of the whatever the sword is called. I feel like the orange sword.
Crucible.
There's also
Yeah,
Satan.
Crucible. There was Satan.
Doesn't that all kind of trace back to the same? It's just hell, though.
I mean, yeah, but I mean,
Sure, but everything traces back to aliens in Halo.
I guess, but it's more about like the fucking origin of creation than just like a singular concept. But I guess I'm not trying to like instigate anything. That's
Comments,
my
get 'em.
perspective. That's my fucking perspective. And I fucking like Halo for that reason, because say what you could say whatever you want about it, but there's way more fucking exposition going on in like just the handful of cutscenes you see in the earliest games than you ever get to see in Doom so far.
I will say, having played all the Halo games, I do think that there's a lot more going on, not in the overall lore, because I actually think they're pretty comparable in the overall lore, how much is going on there, how much is interesting. However, with Doom, it's kind of in that Dark Souls sense of you have to go out of your way to look at other shit to get a lot of it.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas Halo, you still have to look at some outside stuff if you want. You have to read novels and stuff if you want to get the full scope of it.
You can
But
get a
lot
story
of-
with the games, though.
Right, with Doom, you're gonna get a story, but it's gonna be, you're gonna miss a lot of the big points that
Well, like,
are
Doom-
really impactful.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Doom Guy doesn't even speak, right?
I don't think he ever did.
He does at some point.
Does he?
huh.
I'm trying to blank.
Yeah,
It's like
Minimal.
I'm pretty sure it's like the end of the Doom Eternal DLC, like in the final mission.
Okay.
Like
I'm not
throughout the whole
sure.
thing he does.
It says,
my
like,
only point.
That's on fleek.
It feels like what they kind of did with Doom in like the where they kind of rebooted the series isn't. I won't say it's like a cheap knockoff, but it's like heavily inspired by what makes Halo so appealing. And I got to go with the original on this.
I can agree with that.
I
Actually,
can a bit.
As if Doom didn't come out way before. Like I guess.
Well, no, okay.
So, Doom-
you are reaching right now because
okay.
the original
Can I
is very
end the-
different.
Can I end the argument real quick? I'm gonna end the argument with what I'm about to say.
We'll see.
The original Doom is an original concept. As soon as
Yeah.
Doom 2016 hit, with it being realistic in stuff, that's when it starts to take elements from Halo.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, yeah, that's all I was
Yeah.
pointing out. Like it is an original concept, but it's quite simple by comparison.
I
Halo-
did not want that
Halo-
to devolve into like a shouting match.
Yeah.
Halo fucking blew up like as soon as the first game dropped. That
And Doom Guy
was
blew
the-
me.
Real?
and with that,
So it didn't happen?
So with that, I guess I'll go next. So I'm a pretty fucking big fan of Halo. I love Master Chief. Halo 3 is in my top 10 games of all time. It is really fucking good. It is the best game in the franchise. They've never hit that peak again or before. And
It's okay.
People can fight me on that. Going into this, this is one of those ones where I have to once again to a lesser extent than when Kratos Astra, have to kind of shake my finger at the Versus community and say, what the fuck?
Wiggle.
With Kratos Astra, it was different because I kind of had to look at it like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Why are you all being bitches? Because everyone was
I love that
kinda,
for this whole conversation, this is on screen.
it was kind of a whole thing of everyone was shit talking the show if Kratos won, and a lot of people were like dogging on each other. This whole one has been people refusing to believe that Master Chief can have an advantage in this fight. He has multiple. He has multiple advantages over the Doomslayer.
He could be at an overall disadvantage and still like have some leg ups.
Absolutely.
Legs up.
I don't even think he's at an overall disadvantage. I think there's just kind of some supernatural bullshit at play here.
Well, so this is just from my understanding. I'm gonna let them. Obviously do a bit more because they know more than me on this one. Looking at this, Doomslayer has advantages. He's stronger. He's more durable. Has a more versatile arsenal. He's got a lot of shit going for him there. But Master Chief is slightly faster. He's got a larger array of weapons, even if they're not overall as versatile. Cortana can hack through a lot of Doomslayer stuff. He's a more skilled and tactical fighter. He's definitely got shit going for him. It's just his advantages don't sadly mean as much as a lot of Doomslayers do.
Well, let me ask you this: what makes Doomslayer stronger?
I don't know the exacts of it simply because I'm not super into Doom lore. What I do know is that he has killed and have been shown to overpower multiple high-level demons in the lore that are potentially planet busters.
And even in the game, he did like punch that big metal thing.
Yeah.
That was pretty cool. It's true.
He did.
And it went far.
He did punch a big metal thing.
That was a feat.
He did. Yeah, that was the thing he did do.
All right, so
sorry.
before we get into this, I'm going to go in the same order real quick. I believe we've kind of all made our stance a little clear, but just for 100% clarity, Zach, who are you rooting for?
A tie.
All right, Luke, who are you rooting for?
Boomstick. Doomslayer.
Nick, who are you rooting for?
It's not. It doesn't reflect who I believe is going to win,
Yeah.
I'm rooting for Master Chief.
Right, and I'm also rooting for Master Chief. But all right, let's watch.
His mustache looks like a football.
It kind of does. I have been so hyped for this.
And it's time for a death battle.
I'm buying this, by the
Just
way.
kidding.
I will figure it out.
That's the brand new Boomstick U2s. It's a limited time.
They announced they were doing U2s, and I was so excited because I thought we were going to get Wiz and Boomstick figurines. And I'm a little upset it's just Boomstick plush.
Plushes are better. I will fight you on that.
Usually, yes, but for this, I wanted
Master Chief
figurines.
versus Doomslayer.
The Super Soldier and the Demon Destroyer of Doom.
Who won in the original?
Master Chief.
And it's our job to
But that
analyze
was
the weapons, armor,
back
and skills
when
to find
Doom
out who would
64
win
was the
a
last
death
game.
battle.
Yeah.
Born in the distant year of 2511, John grew up in a normal space colony many light years from Earth.
John.
However,
John Halo.
was anything but normal.
John
He was
Halo.
different from the other boys. Taller, stronger.
What are these
meaner.
clips from?
Which is why
I've
the
seen this
brilliant
before.
Dr. Halsey chose him for her.
They're from, I think,
experiment,
animations
the
attached
Spartan
to
2
one of the
program.
games.
Well, he was going through intense training to be molded into child soldiers. Cause you can't spell infantry.
Even before
without
that,
infant.
The training tore
He's a
away
16
John's
or he's a
identity.
6-year-old
He
built
couldn't
like a
remember his family.
12-year-old.
He
Oh,
couldn't
yeah.
remember his home. He couldn't even remember his full name. All that mattered was the game, the mission.
And boy, was he good at it.
I hope
Learning
at
all
that
sorts
age he
of
sounded the same he
military
does
history, tactics,
as he does now.
and best of
What is the
all,
mission, sir?
weapons. Yeah, he's got this.
I
How
should have
bad
grabbed
could
my.
it
I have a
be?
Doom
The
art book. I
biochemical
should
and
have grabbed
biomechanical
this.
process
Started reading that
was
before this.
extraordinary. Hormones and protein complexes.
What was
boosted his
that
muscle
clip
growth
of
to an
the
inhuman
ape
scale.
skull?
I think that's just them showing like different augmentation stuff they were trying before they did people.
They're
Oh.
probably testing it on a fucking ape.
Which
They're,
also I
they're
would like-
testing how it would be if a person got an ape skull. Turns out not good.
I would also like to think about this. Can you fucking imagine a fucking chimpanzee with this super soldier shit they gave Master Chief?
Earth ends.
Earth End.
You mind telling me what you're doing with that banana?
Sir.
Then you have a banana-shaped hole in your head.
And he has the gear to take on a whole army by himself.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, that was a weird clip from the show.
Yeah.
Like, I get what they were trying to do, but I don't think they executed well.
Not at all.
People who knew nothing about Halo.
Oh, don't get me started on that beautiful, beautiful pistol. Ah, good times.
Where's the
He's
one that
picked up
shoots
a
you in the
number of
face?
enemy weapons over the years.
What do you mean shoots you in the
Covenant
face?
The reverse
has
throwing
plasma
pistol.
Yeah.
And fills his wounds with medical biofoam. He's got a grappling
Hold on,
hook
under
goes
artificial
up
intelligence, it
and
says
rushes.
Cortana and weapon.
Yeah.
Yeah, weapon is Cortana. Well, like Cortana's like reincarnation.
Oh, okay.
And he's strong enough to flip the 66-ton scorpion tank and even an elephant.
What? Why would he throw an elephant?
No, Wiz,
Just means he
not
could.
the animal, though he could definitely suplex the hell out of one of those if he wanted to. I'm talking about that behemoth of a
You can flip that.
truck that moves like 2 miles
Yeah,
an
you can
hour.
flip that.
Even the game wonders how
Bet you
Chief
flip
can
that.
flip that 200-ton beast.
He can access other equipment.
You can flip it from
with
inside,
armor,
too.
Like invisibility, speed boosts, extra shields, and even 10 seconds of total.
The invisibility isn't that great,
But
though. You
even
can still
without
kind of see him, you
the
know?
armor is
Yeah.
strong enough to survive.
I think it's more a
re-entering
gameplay
the
thing. In the
Earth's
comics, it's
atmosphere and
complete
crashing
invisibility.
to the ground.
The moment we all realize just how tough this guy really is. Tough enough to end the war with the alien covenant.
How-
single-handedly.
how is Johnson gonna
It was
pick him
so
up?
Scary. The aliens even started calling
Wait,
You can
what?
flip him.
What'd you say?
Go back. That clip. That one.
realize just how tough this guy
Just helps
really
pick him up.
is. Tough enough to end the
Yeah.
war
Like,
with
yeah, like,
the
Master Chief was
alien
helping
covenant
himself up, but, like,
single-handedly. He
I don't think
was
any
so
regular
scary,
guy is
the
gonna
aliens even started
pick him
calling
up, you know?
The demon.
You'd think he wouldn't still be a petty officer after that. If anyone deserves a raise, it's him.
Oh, Master Chief
he still a petty officer?
Is the highest
Yep.
rank for enlisted recruits. A commissioned officer
Oh.
isn't as active in the field. Kind of defeats the whole point of being a super soldier, right?
Makes sense. And he wasn't totally alone in this. He had the help of an
So is there a
onboard
Halo
artificial
anime?
intelligence system based on the
Yeah.
mind of Dr. Halsey herself.
from, like, 2008.
And even processed the entirety of human knowledge in less than 2 hours. ChatGPT could never.
I feel like that's a little slow.
Chief isn't too far from an emotionless
Yeah, I could
robot
never
himself.
recreate this.
Halsey made him like
You're still
Sort of. He's
imagining
a force
this
to
like
be
from
reckoned
now,
with,
but that's like
John
200
lost a lot
or
of himself along the
what is
way.
it, like 500
As luck
years
would
from
have
now?
it, and
Yeah.
John is quite lucky.
Exactly, I feel like she should be able to process better.
A dear friend. Even when she started
Well, there's a
to
lot
feel
of human
arcane,
knowledge.
Exploded, but it's okay.
Especially in the Halo universe.
Kind of ironic
And she's a
how
lot
the
of
artificial chick based on
AI.
the woman who destroyed his life would bring back his sense of
You're like
humanity.
measuring
But no matter
standards
who
for
or
things
what
that
he
don't even
has on his
exist yet.
side, the Master
Why can't it do
Chief
better?
is no mere
That's what
hero
that
of
battle
Earth,
is.
but a savior
Kinda.
of the galaxy.
Whether or not he's
Dude, I can't wait for when Inuyasha
exists.
exists.
Sure, he'll finish it.
Today's battle is sponsored by Prize
Hell yeah,
Picks.
sports
Prize
betting.
Picks is the best way to get into fantasy.
Your first
My
Okay.
favorite way to
lineup.
burn money.
Prize Picks.
I think that was actually a
Game.
really fucking good Master Chief breakdown.
Use code death.
Two
It was
dark
kind of
moons
poetic in
circle
that it
the red
copied the
planet of
original.
Mars. Phobos,
Similar.
named the
I-
Greek god of fear.
I'm
And
glad
Deimos,
it's good
inspired
because I still can't get the Samus breakdown out of my head. How god awful it was.
That wasn't awful. They were just trying really
It-
hard to keep things like the original.
I guess, and that makes sense in the spirit of the episode, but they like not a lot of her strong suits were her weapons, and they left out like 75% of them.
Trust me, I think they're gonna redo. I think they're gonna do another Samus episode eventually.
Oh, thank God.
Especially with Metroid Prime 4 coming out, being as big as
Oh.
it is again. So they're probably gonna do a Samus episode, and it's gonna be
Good.
a lot better.
I fucking hope so.
by the god of dread.
Sounds like the perfect place for portals to the burning abyss.
As demons swarmed the Martian moon surface, only one man survived to tell the tale. and push the demons back to the pits of hell.
He was a space marine until he refused an order to fire on
Oh yeah, the
civilians.
Doom
He was an
movie
engineer
that had nothing to
until his
do
base
with
was
the games.
overrun by
Yep.
demons. He owned a cute pet
It had The
rabbit
Rock,
named
though.
Daisy until those demons murdered her, pissing him off so much even the Hulk would be jealous.
This impossible man was known as...
What if John Wick took inspiration
well,
from this?
Nobody really knows.
There's a reason why my leg is the same super shotgun he's got. And now you can
What?
get your own super shotgun.
Oh my
on me,
God.
where it belongs.
What is that?
My YouTube, stupid. It's just like
In the
me,
middle of this,
except
really?
8.2 times more huggable.
You want to skip ahead?
Because the shotgun doesn't
I don't.
really
I'm
go
afraid
off.
of how
Yeah,
far it is.
I hope not. But this is a one-time thing. Once they sell it.
Going to anyway, the quality is immaculate.
Anyway, Doom Guy.
Okay.
Oh, he's so freaking cool. He scrounged up a slew of weapons from who knows where and got
I get
down
why
to
they
some
did it,
good
but I don't know if I
old-fashioned
like
running
that.
and gunning.
Rifles,
I thought it was
shotguns,
good.
flamethrowers, plasma guns, rocket launchers, chainsaws, and a frankly terrifying-looking grappling hook.
The Unmaker is a celestial
Grappling hook that
supergun,
goes
shooting
inside of you.
beams
It's more of a
light that
harpoon.
take down demons in one shot.
Only rivaled by the incredible feat of
Hi,
technology
Dwayne.
that is the BFG 9000.
Don't sugarcoat it, Wiz. That's the big fucking gun. A single plasma shot from
I thought it was
this
Big
beauty
Friendly
can
Giant,
annihilate
like that book.
everything in front of Doom Guy
It also
instantly.
is.
It's a good thing he got some time to himself to grind some rails, chill with Isabel, and visit the park.
What was the grinding one?
He's in one of the Tony Hawk Pro Skater
About 10
games.
seconds
Oh,
before he's
really?
thrown into a
Yeah.
Coliseum.
One that would strike terror
Oh,
throughout
night,
the
like,
dark realm. Doom
Not day. I thought it was day, like.
Imagine
I thought it was
being those demons,
night, like,
excited to
not-
invade a whole
not that
new
one.
world far away from
Why
the
are my
stupid
words
freak
gone?
who killed you last
I'll
time,
stop.
Just to stumble
Is that a
onto 'em
vinyl?
all over again. I'd be scared too. The Slayer is like a fusion dance of Jason Voorhees and the goddamn Terminator.
By taking the average annual consumption of Earth and narrowing it down to 2/3, given the 8 months' time, thereby multiplying it by 0.666,
Oh hell yeah!
we can conclude that the Crucible's full charge outputs over.
I mean, it'd actually be
53
closer to
quadrillion
0.667
joules of energy,
If you're rounding up.
giving an
Shut up.
output of approximately 157 trillion kilowatt hours.
We don't know that. It could be 6
Is that a
repeating.
lot?
That's nice, but
Oh, yeah.
the Slayer
I think
just
so, yeah.
uses the
Or if they gotta
Crucible
stop,
to
then you gotta
blow
round
shit
up.
Even without it, he can fight specters, which are
They don't-
totally invisible to most people.
they don't have to
He's
stop.
strong enough to knock around
They did.
these
They stopped at
enormous
3.
Steel blocks like nothing, and can even take down titans with his bare
It,
hands. Titans
that was
that
a
weigh
that was an
8,000
artistic choice. Like
feet. Oh.
we don't know
Well,
what the
art
decimal
is
was.
dead.
Those on Earth.
What the hell are you yelling about?
The decimals.
Like a religion.
Oh my
Like
God.
a god.
Well, hang on. We know he's human because we know his ancestry. Doomguy is the great-grandson of B.J. Blazkowicz from the Wolfenstein games, which means
Oh, really?
Doomguy's
Wait, what?
father
I didn't know
is
that.
that real?
the
Actually, what?
Commander
Cool.
Keen.
Cool ass tie.
I'm sorry. Wait.
Doomguy is the great-grandson of B.J. Blazkowicz from the Wolfenstein games, which means
Oh my
Doomguy's
God.
father is the one and only Commander
Well, Is
Keen.
that like? I
Oh
wonder
my
if that's a- Is that a retcon? Like when they started doing more Doom games, or was that always planned? Because I always thought like Doom and Wolfenstein were completely separate.
They were originally separate, but I think they ended up kind of combining that.
Were they made by the
My
same
extent-
company?
No.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
No, the original developers are.
they're the
My
same?
extent of the
Okay.
knowledge is that
This is
one
like-
was just a clone of the other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like near automata levels of bullshit.
That is so fuck. I didn't know that. Holy shit. They probably were like, okay, we made two games that are very similar. let's do this.
Wolfenstein came out the year before Doom.
Yeah.
Dude, I want to
Um,
see.
It
I
was the
want to
first
see
working concept of the
Doomslayer.
FPS.
I want to see Doomslayer kill Nazi demons.
At this point, I'm surprised they
Put him
haven't.
in, put him in South Park, then he'll
It
be
could
able to.
happen.
He's less a precise weapon and more like setting loose a bull in a china shop. If the bull was also strapped to 8 swinging
I remember the
balls and a
MythBusters
rocket-powered steamroller.
tried putting a bull in a china shop, and it was like very gentle. And everyone didn't knock over anything.
Yeah, id Software
Hopefully.
made the same. Sorry, id Software made both Doom and Wolfenstein.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, like putting a bull in something like that, like they're not like reckless creatures. They're just like they got a little bit of a temper and then get scared.
Yeah.
We'll make all the China red.
Make all the China communists.
It is proficient in hacking and technical know-how.
I do love
It
how
can even create portals to
in the
alternate
Doom
dimensions.
universe, Earth was so greedy for power that they tried invading, like drawing power from hell several times, and each time it failed.
Oh yeah.
Or like it worked for a little bit, but then they got demons.
Imagine fucking finding a profound existence of like another dimension that basically confirms that a religion is like real, and then you're like, hey, iPhones.
It's kind of a whole thing of like, I can't imagine. Like the first time you get invaded by demons, then Doom Guy kicks their ass. You're like, all right, let's try again because Doom Guy kicked their ass. They won't do it again. Then they do it again. After that, you stop. But no, they just kept trying.
Dude, with the way the country's going, I can see this happening in the like next 8 years, maybe.
100%. 100%.
Including, for Vega was actually the remnant of an ancient god.
God is an AI? Okay, the inevitable robot takeover is gonna go way harder than I thought.
And Vega's
I
ultimate
won't-
enemy was the
I won't
Dark
make this
Lord of
like
Hell. He has
a critical
many-
argument point, but that is literally a plot line in Halo.
Is it?
Yes.
Yeah.
names.
The
Davok,
Forerunner, a
Satan,
reminiscent
the devil,
technology
the
from like an
true
ancient
first being
deity.
who
Oh.
created all.
All hail the Slayer, the Destroyer. He is more than a man. He is Doom.
Alright. Oh my god. That's so fucking cool. I'm gonna go in the same order as before. Zach, who you got?
Can you give me a moment to think?
Yes, absolutely. Luke, who you got?
Samus. I'm gonna stick with Doom Guy with no thought on what they just said. I think Doom Guy.
Alright, Nick?
I'll make my position known. I really don't want this, but I can't really refute, the lead up that you and I have been talking about. That I'm pretty sure Master Chief just doesn't fucking stand a chance because he can't permanently keep killing someone forever who could just resurrect in hell. Like,
Well, okay, so
I
the
don't-
one thing is that I got his immortality wrong. He can still just die. That can still happen. And even if he does go down to hell, he can come back, it'll be too long a resurrection for it to count as him coming back. Master Chief would still get the win there.
Okay.
yeah, I just feel like everything they've covered with like the supernatural elements of what he's doing, he still just doesn't really stand much of a chance. Which fucking sucks because as far as super soldiers go, I would say he's like pretty much inferior.
In a lot of ways, I do think there's a lot of ways that they're pretty even. But all right, Zach, have you got yours? Do you want me to go?
I'll pick Doom Guy. I
Alright.
think it's pretty one-sided.
All right. Nothing about my opinion has honestly changed all that much. I still think Chief has shown he's faster. I believe that he is a more skilled and tactical fighter, and I believe that Cortana is a more advanced AI than Doom Guy has. Even though Vega is sort of a fragment of God, as shown via their capabilities of being an AI. Cortana not only has more, but this situation is exactly what she's good at.
You heard it here first. Kai thinks God is stupid.
It's the exact same. I'm sorry, that one wasn't connected to the thing you just said. It's the exact same fucking bullshit where Cortana is like vastly technologically superior and enhanced with like alien hardware, and like the only thing that really fucking restrains her in comparison to which I'm kind of is just the fact that it's like a supernatural thing. They're like fuck you invincible type shit like with Vega.
Alien horrors or demon horrors versus man-made horrors.
There's some
I
demon horrors.
I think that Doomslayer is definitely stronger. He is more durable. He has probably better weapons. Although I do think that some of the Forerunner weapons could kill Doomslayer could bypass that durability thing. I just don't think he's going to be
Perchance.
I don't think he's going to be able to get that opportunity. And I think a lot of Cortana's hacking stuff is only going to mean so much when even let's say that she's able to hack the suit and make it so Doomslayer can't use his Slayer armor anymore. He could just rip his way out of that and beat the fuck out of Master Chief with his bare hands.
And two.
So,
Until it is done.
all four of us are going Doomslayer.
Unless.
I am super hyped for this because
Third, more sinister option.
I love the old Master Chief versus Doom guy, but it definitely suffers from being old and being one that Ben Singer animated, despite him not really being an animator. So I'm super excited for this, and I hope that that with Master Chief's death, he goes out in a blaze of motherfucking glory. Let's go.
I hope he goes out with me.
Oh my
Okay,
god, Fortnite.
so
Are they
hold
both
on
in
before
Fortnite?
we start. Have they done things in the past where like whoever technically loses the fight has like a martyrdom and like kills the other in the process and it's a tie?
What do you mean?
Like if
when
I
they both
if
died,
I
but
die, I'm taking you with me, and then they both die, and it counts as a tie. Has that
So-
happened
What
before?
with the Goomba, whatever?
So Goomba vs. Koopa was a joke episode that ended in a tie, and that wasn't on purpose. There have been, in my memory, 3 episodes that ended in like a suicide move. 2 of them didn't work, and the person who won just didn't die to the suicide move. And then the third one, which I'm not naming episodes because we still haven't come up on those.
Yeah.
The suicide move was used in the episode, and technically the winner died because of it. However, it was determined that he wouldn't really need it to win. They just gave it to him. They just had him use it for coolness.
Okay.
So technically, a suicide move has never been used and to claim a tie.
Okay, that's all.
All right.
I'm not detecting enemy forces. Perhaps they left?
You tell me.
You sure demand a lot.
I still love that he has a useless
Around the
flashlights.
corner. Be ready.
Not useless.
Can't he see in the dark anyway?
Shut up.
located.
I mean, the visor
Combat
undoes
will
it.
likely be necessary.
Well, isn't he astute?
Is the idea that Doomslayer was like, oh no, it's the demon.
I mean, I don't know. He wouldn't know his nickname.
Alert. Portal detected.
Although that is cool. I never thought about that.
Mouse.
Are there mouses in any of the games?
I honestly
Who
don't
brings
know.
a chainsaw to a gunfight?
Oh shit, okay.
He did the thing.
That was fucking cool.
Would the chainsaw be enough to cut through Mjolnir?
Oh, absolutely. I believe it would. It's fucking insane. I have to think on that one.
I think it depends on the interpretation.
This music is good.
It's so good.
Watch your 6.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, the thing.
A lot of this fight is Chief outmaneuvering Slayer and then getting overpowered.
I'm having another thing where this obviously didn't affect my decision at all, but like in game, Chief would be super dead by now.
Oh, yeah. Demons. Oh my god, are they referencing it? Oh my god, they're fucking referencing Samus versus Master Chief.
Really?
Oh, yeah, holy shit, they're referencing it.
I haven't seen it.
It's
So we'll
not a
get there at
death
some
battle,
point.
but...
Oh, I see.
Oh my god, I'll explain what that is later.
Okay.
What the hell just happened?
But at least they have a common ground. Like, I don't like those things.
I'll
Yeah.
see what I can do about that annoying AI.
Do it.
In not death battle, they probably would have like joined forces at this point.
Oh,
I can
yeah.
no longer detect the enemy. Systems complete.
Were there some people online that were being like, come on, they wouldn't fight? Was like, it's not about that.
For a lot of fights, not this one in particular. This one's like, absolutely, they will fight.
Well, yeah, that's never been the point of this, though. It's like these might as well be like automatons with the exact same specs as both characters.
Oh my god, he fucking. But there's a lot of people who, like, for certain episodes, like, come on, they wouldn't fight. BFG.
Like, what do you think this is called?
Friends battle. Oh, the mouse.
That's what
Casualties.
No.
If the mouse survives, that's a feat.
Oh my god.
Chief, still with me?
Oh my god. That
Oh,
was
shit,
fucking,
yeah.
fucking Halo 2. Oh, he
They
broke.
call
Oh
it Halo
shit.
2 because he has 2 guns.
Ah, yeah.
Let it play.
Let him get up. Let him get up.
He's come back from worse.
Let him get up.
Oh, that's cool.
That is so cool. All right, we all knew it was coming.
Yeah,
And
but
it stings a little bit, but that was so fucking cool. And hey, he got some good ass hits in.
and points all around.
Shit.
Guys,
What'd you say,
He
Nick?
didn't.
I said I think I'm gonna go lay down.
Play with the floaty ball a little bit.
Oh my god, what were you saying, Zach?
I don't remember.
Okay, I'm sorry. Oh my
Oh
god.
no,
okay.
he didn't go in very much of a. I mean, he had his cool fighting moments, but his death, as death battles usually are, was pathetic.
I wouldn't say it was pathetic.
I'd say he got overpowered by a very strong force,
Yeah, that's the.
but fighting valiantly.
He went
You know
down
what?
fighting.
The final nail in the coffin is when they say, like, with like absolute astute certainty, based on everything they give, the winner is, in this case they would say Doom Guy, and it's just
Yeah.
like, shut the fuck up.
No, they're gonna say Doomslayer.
All right. Well,
Oh, and lo, our avenging angel has triumphed, for he is Doom. Amen.
There's a lot going on here, so
Oh,
let's
man.
down. Starting with physical stats.
Right.
Being a genetically enhanced super soldier, you'd probably expect the Master Chief to take the edge here.
Wrong! Chief can outrun a cheetah moving 66 miles per hour. The Slayer can outrun a rocket zooming almost 8 times faster.
Master Chief can flip the 200-ton elephant platform. The Slayer can fling around these massive steel cubes, which each measure to over
I don't know about the speed
400
thing.
tons.
hold
He can
on.
take down
They're gonna
Titans with his
cover
bare
reaction
hands,
speed
so
because
it adds up.
if they
this
do.
came down to a fist fight, he'd just punch Chief's head off.
Stats may go to the Doomslayer.
They're not-
but
oh my
Master
God.
Chief has one trick the Slayer can't beat: his AI.
Yeah, Vega may be God repackaged as Siri, but Cortana is clearly the more dangerous computer pal.
Cortana was designed for combat encounters and battle planning. Vega oversaw a mining facility. Granted, Vega's nothing to laugh at, but Cortana's kind of famous for hacking ancient, all-knowing technology on multiple occasions. And even if you want to argue Chief should have the weapon instead, she's still a copy of Cortana.
And when it comes to experience, Chief
Yeah, is the
likely
weapon
has
any
more
different?
consistent training.
Really?
Becoming a
Like,
super
it-
soldier
it's
in one-man army
basically
is
a factory
basically
reset,
all he
Cortana.
did since he was a child.
The Slayer may seem like a rampaging bull consumed by rage, and he is, but he was also a Marine and trained with the Night Sentinels.
And since time in hell gets wacky, he fought demons non-stop for thousands of years.
Given the sheer variety of enemies, battles,
Is
and
it-
wars Master
when is he gonna
Chief's
get through 'em all?
experienced,
Eventually, but I mean, you gotta think about it like this though. When he kills a demon, it goes back to hell.
But his goal is to kill them all.
Right, but when he kills it, it goes back to hell and re-becomes a demon.
But he's gotta kill them all at some point.
It's a tough call.
I want
but
the
we've been
After
fighting
Dark
demons
Ages.
for so
Is
long,
Doom?
tips the scales of the Slayer.
He kills them
Not
all.
that it matters much, 'cause we're
That's the
on to the
subtitle.
last and best category: arsenals. From weapons to power-ups, both Chief and the Slayer had
He
a
needs to
ton of
spawn
stuff
camp
they
more.
could bring into the battle.
Both had means to turn invisible or shield themselves from damage. Both had suits that could withstand extreme heat and intense hits. And both had so many weapons.
Technically, Master Chief had a greater variety of weaponry, but when it comes to sheer destructive power, the Slayer had him beat. The Unmaker can match the Spartan laser's light speed without having to worry about charging up, and nothing on Chief's belt can match the raw power of the BFG.
Still, Master Chief did use a hardlight shield to survive a point-blank 30 megaton bomb. However, Cortana was siphoning power from the Forerunner ship they were on to make that shield. So it was a very specific circumstance not easily replicated.
You
and it's clear that
motherfuckers.
without the shield, he would
What?
have been obliterated.
I fucking hate when they do this. They pull a feat and then afterwards, like, oh yeah, this it wasn't all that impressive because of this other circumstance we didn't bring up.
They like downplay the severity of basically what the original point of it was.
Not even quite, because like they were like, oh my god, it's so cool that he was able to use the hard light to block this, and that made it like a big deal earlier. And then now they're like, yeah, but he can't really do that either way because it was a very specific circumstance.
They literally gave a reference of the fact of like how much energy it was withstanding, and then they're like, yeah, but it doesn't fucking matter.
Yeah, it's like they're trying to trick you.
Yeah, that's the thing they do sometimes.
If he could replicate it, Doomguy had the weaponry to break through. Take
Gaslight
the
gatekeeper
Crucible.
boss.
Remember, the Crucible holds power equivalent to 157 trillion
Gip and Gare
kilowatt-hours,
until it's-
which directly
No,
converts
redact
to
that.
90 gigatons
Okay.
of TNT. Even if you divided that power between the Crucible's 3 charges, a single swing from that
That's-
sword is, at minimum, 1,000 times more powerful than that nuke. The Slayer gets the final nail in Arsenal, as he just had the better odds of actually taking the Chief down.
As much as Chief tried to master the situation, he was
I'm a little
doomed.
upset about the
Slayer
reaction
King.
speed thing,
The
I will
winner
say.
is the
Everything else I'm
Doomslayer.
pretty okay with.
Amen.
I also kind of don't agree with the like, if anything was a trick, it should have been that they should have talked about him killing demons, because it's the same variety of demons over and over. Where Master Chief,
There's a lot.
I know there's a lot, but it's still hell. Like, you're talking about like one particular entity that, yeah, they are diverse versus
No,
a
I do
fucking
get what you mean.
galaxy. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
but
also in real time, because like he's doing the same thing effectively over and over for 1,000 years, which makes him really good at killing demons. But Master Chief has way more fucking field experience as a human being.
But how old is Master Chief? How long has he been doing it?
He's in his 50s
16.
now.
yeah.
I
do
feel like
think-
that could add to it, is how long you've been fighting as well.
Yeah, because I do think that even if it's against the same thing, thousands of years of combat experience.
Okay, yeah, I hear what you're saying, but again, it's this supernatural element of like, oh, like, there's so many demons. He's basically a god that kills demons now, versus just like, you know, like a vastly changing experience for like in real time for like a human being. You know, I feel like that experience is so much more valuable than effectively, you know, what is it's like in the the what is it? The catchphrase, it's like rip and tear until it is done. It's just like the same thing.
I mean, I guess I do think that if you look at like the old games, it's a lot of the same thing over and over again. But especially once you get into like the new ones and what we're looking at potential wise with Doom: The Dark Ages, the amount of different and horrific shit that's kind of on the level of a lot of the shit Chief fights, of how out there they are, I think it equals out. Even if it's not quite as numerous, it's the fact that he's doing it to a still numerous amount for a much longer amount of time compared to Chief, who's fighting a more numerous amount of different foes for a shorter amount of time. I think they kind of even out there.
I can agree with you there, and I also want to make it known, like, this is also just coming from my frame of reference. I haven't played the Dark Ages yet, or even Eternal, but I assume did the the thousands years of experience happen before Dark Ages?
We don't know yet.
Yeah.
Dark Ages isn't out yet. We're still waiting on that one.
Okay, because that's
I would say
that's not
we
the
would
point they're
know
making.
that, like,
That's not the point they're making, is it? Like, that's where that came from.
No, it's not that it's from Dark Ages, but like they're trying what they're. I kind of think they're too much putting together skill and experience. I think that little end bit needed a bit more fleshing out, because like Master Chief is a more skilled and tactical fighter, but by definition, Slayer has more experience.
I guess so. Yeah.
But I think they're grouping together too much experience and skill, because those technically are two. I technically have more experience on YouTube than Luke. Luke is better than this at me. better
I have more skill.
than me at this.
Wait, but that means you beat me because you're Doomslayer and I'm Master Chief. Nick,
Like,
defend me.
I think they're overdoing this a little bit.
Look, I think you're misinterpreting what I'm saying. I can't refute his winning points, but I can call them out on bullshit.
Right, and I'm
Because
the
that's
first to call them.
that's where
bullshit
this
as well.
tangent started, was the fact that they were like trying to play some trickery with some of the biggest feats that, like, and it doesn't happen in a vacuum. Master Chief always will have Cortana. So if there's
did
an
have it in
instance, okay.
All right, real quick
point
before we continue.
Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I do want to. Let's see what the next time is. I have some hopes of what it's going to
Good
be,
point,
and
yeah.
none of them are going to be right.
Drew versus Megamind.
Wait, hold on. Before you, do we have any other known death battles?
Yeah.
Like-
So we're waiting on
Godzilla versus King Kong.
Hulk versus Godzilla, Ruby versus Maka, Ash versus Yugi, Gru versus Megamind. Those are
Okay.
the only 4 that we know of at the moment.
Okay.
Oh, and Wile E. Coyote versus Tomcat.
Oh hell yeah.
Good to know.
Amen. Next
So I don't think it's going to be any of those, because we just had 2 pre-known battles. Oh, fuck, I forgot about this. Okay, well, fuck me. I missed one, and it's here. Kyle Rayner versus Simon the Digger. Fucking hell.
I'm so fucking stupid. I don't know if I want me saying this on YouTube. No,
if
I
you want, I
do.
can cut it. Okay.
No, it's nothing bad. It's just me making a complete and utter fool of myself in front of like the entire death battle community.
That's what we're here for.
I saw those videos where people react to Smash reveals and they're like Darth Vader and just like shit like that.
Yeah.
I saw the Green Ring and I know what Green Lantern is. I've seen the shitty movie. I've played Injustice. I saw the Green Ring and I was like,
I thought the same thing.
Wait,
I thought it was Ben
didn't-
10.
You cut out for Ben 10.
Yeah.
Ben 10.
Ben 10 already had an episode a long time ago. I mean, I will say, if I go back a little bit, right here, kind of, my first thought was Ori. I thought we were getting Ori versus the Knight. But all right, we're getting Kyle Rayner versus Simon the Digger. Oh my god.
Ben 10 doesn't have a ring, does he?
Yeah,
does he
no,
have
he has
a
a
watch?
watch.
No, it's
yeah, he's watch. That's why
that looks like the
Um,
Omnitrix logo, though.
But oh no, I can't do this right now.
What? What?
Not this fucking toxic ass matchup.
Oh.
Fuck. Okay. All right. Let me get this out. So I don't know if any of you are really familiar with Kyle Rayner specifically as a Lantern.
0% for anything Green Lantern related.
He's a white
Incredibly
Lantern.
vaguely.
He is the white
That-
Lantern.
that's like all of the color.
I know that Deadpool
Lanterns.
killed Ryan Reynolds writing Green Lantern movie.
All right.
and Deadpool.
So Kyle Rayner is the White Lantern, and
Okay.
Simon the Digger is from Gurren Lagann. And this matchup was entirely made as a spite matchup to kill a DC character.
Oh,
And then it turned into a massive fucking debate of who would win, and no one knows who, and it's toxic as shit.
No one knows, or people are very
No one-
polarized one way or the other.
No one can decide. Everyone's either. It's so fucking split on who on it. Like no one can agree.
Okay.
God, fuck. I was really hoping for, because this is 3 episodes in a row now, that it's been a matchup we knew was coming. And I'm a little upset about that. This is gonna be hype as fuck, though. Fuck. I'm not excited for the discourse around this episode, but the episode itself is gonna be hype as shit.
Just don't look online. It's that
I
easy.
can't! I gotta use the bathroom, so talk about the episode while I'm gone, please.
Or we just stay silent.
You could do that as well. I gotta use the bathroom.
Okay.
we're not giving you content, editor Kai.
Okay, so docking is when one man puts his
Okay,
penis in the foreskin of
hey,
another penis.
hey, okay.
I guess. What's up?
Too late.
Hey, save it for the feats, buddy.
I was about to say, what are Luke's feats? And then I realized that would imply that I've done that before. And then I
Nope.
looked down my feet, and I was like, those are my feats.
don't show your grippers. I'm gonna find them and put them on Feet Finder.
1 second.
Trying to make some
I'm not
some
flexible.
moolah on the
Hold
side.
I need something to stand on. That's getting a lot of fun stuff to cut out of this. I'm not flexible enough to lift my legs up, so you're there. Foot. Is that foot? Yeah. Is that the first Sky Kralo feed on camera? I think so.
I think that's unusable. I don't think anyone's gonna know you just said that.
Well, yeah, it's not gonna be put in. But
Oh.
I have face cam, so I can at least take a screenshot.
But you're not leaving your face cam in, or you're cutting all this out?
Well, this is Kai's video. It's up to Kai whether this gets kept in or not.
well,
Kai can just cut my face cam entirely.
You'll have the raw footage, and Kai and I have access.
The raw what?
I have my face cam, but I don't have my microphone audio.
You'll have the raw what?
Footage.
Oh, wait, these are my raw footage.
Oh! The raw what?
This is when I revealed that whole death battle I was playing Hyperlay Breaker.
Were you still eating at the start of it?
Yeah.
I could hear.
You looked up the ending.
You could hear. Fuck, I didn't see green, so I thought it was good.
Mm-hmm. What? Oh. It's like how Kai was like, okay, you guys talk about the matchup.
No. Sorry, we can't give you that fade to logo end part of the video.
Mm-hmm.
We covered feet and refused to do anything else.
Yeah, that's all we can talk about.
We unionized.
We want better conditions, or else all we're going to talk about is feet and docking.
Give us better pay.
Man, I was docking my feet, and then all of a sudden,
I put my toe in my brother's foreskin. Why my brother?
Okay, I don't know if I can be friends with you after that one.
Whoa. We gotta send Luke to fucking
Sorry,
human
Sam.
resource conditioning. Or sensitivity training.
Oh, but this is the one my brother watches. Hi, Sam.
He will dock you.
What if my brother knows what docking is?
I'm sure he does.
He went to college.
If you know,
I knew
then
what it was.
If you know, then he knows, or at least comparable knowledge. You're like, you fucking look up on Wikipedia, who invented docking?
Samuel Snower.
Why did they have to call that device that they give you with the Nintendo Switch a docking station?
Apparently you didn't read the instructions there, Paleo.
I never looked at the manual.
Why do you think they call it the Switch?
You're
It could
so
be
right.
dominant
Oh
or
my
submissive.
God. It's like those videos of, or not videos, just anything, just the saying of like your package came in the mail. like, you put your Switch in the docking station.
Why is the lantern white?
Alright, fuck Knuckles, did you talk about the episode while I was gone or no?
Yeah.